really exciting news to share. All right. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Mama Moana and I'm a mom, a wife, I'm a daughter, sister, auntie, friend, cousin, PhD student, and a content creator. I'm on my son's bed. This is the only quiet place I can get in the house because he's taken over the living room. So we're here today. And I mean we, as I meet this little lady right here who has been so patient with me. So I've been gone for quite some time. I had a substantial Vlogtober planned, but that didn't happen because we all got sick. I mean, all of us. And when one of us is down, then you know the rest of us can kind of recuperate pretty easily, but each and every one of us just went right down the line. So we had to recover. Hi mama. So we had to recover. And I'm playing with her so that she can be nice and happy. And yeah, so we're still kind of recovering as it is right now, but I'm really grateful that we are not where we were before 2 weeks ago. And it's been a rough 2 weeks, but we thank God that we're here. Aside from that, I have some really exciting news to share, and that is we're traveling! Yay! So if you've been following my vlogs, you know my daughter was born here in Kenya, and I'm a dual citizen. Therefore, my children are dual citizens because the countries that I am a dual citizen of, Kenya and the US, both allow for dual citizenship. So, and the means of which you can pass on citizenship is through just general bloodline. So, I'm grateful that my kids get to be citizens without having to undergo any other kind of test. But boy, oh boy, let me tell you, the process for getting a passport here in Kenya as a United States citizen, as an American citizen, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So she was born immediately. I mean, I am in a hospital bed in Nairobi, holding little one, on my phone, applying for an interview to get her passport. Turns out you need to have your birth certificate. To have your birth certificate, it takes a whole process. I mean, I literally just got the email 6 months after this girl was born to get her passport, which is incredible to me because that's the birth certificate is Kenyan, and so there's no rush on their side. But still, I'm in a rush because, you know, like I have other things that I need to attend to, and I need her to travel with me. So I was able to get an interview at the US Embassy, was able to, you know, literally make so many phone calls and so many physical trips to get her birth certificate earlier. Went for the interview 2 months after she was born, and it just arrived. So I'm like, she was 5.5 months essentially when she got her passport. And so that is a lesson to future me. Should I ever have other children, God willing, I'm gonna really need to think critically about how long after I give birth that I'll need to travel, because this process was as expedited as I could make it, and it was 5.5 months. The delays were insane. So yeah, I'm excited. We finally got baby girl's passport, yay! So that means that we can travel, and we actually do have some travel planned in the next couple of weeks. And so I'm inviting you to join me as I pack and prepare. I'm packing for 3 people, essentially me and my kids. My husband will pack for himself, but I want to show you what I pack, how I pack for an international trip. I've traveled with young kids before. Before it was domestically, but now this is international. And a lot of the things are the same. It's just that I'll be traveling from a warm climate region to a very cold climate region at the time. It is November, beginning of November, and we'll be going to visit my husband's family first, and they live on the East Coast, and then we'll be going to visit my family on the West Coast. And it's still November, so it's very cold, especially on the East Coast. It's much colder on the than on the West Coast, but you know, things fluctuate here and there. I have not yet checked the weather, and I think I'm gonna put a screenshot of what the weather looks like in the next week, just for your reference. So yeah, it's quite cold, and here in Kenya I've just been used to getting my kids ready for warmer weather. In fact, I actually had to hunt for my son's coat. This thing is 2 sizes too small. That's how long it's been since he's had to wear a coat. This is a size 3T and my young man is a size 5. So we will be hunting for some coats and warm weather gear. Maybe toy market, maybe Gikomba. I don't know how we'll do it. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll be looking for some cold weather clothing because we cannot land in a place that is as cold as what is projected to be with our light Nairobi wear or clothing that's too small. So join me as I pack, as I prepare, and I'll show you exactly how I plan to get around the airport with 2 kids. Hey y'all, it's me again, back again, same day, just later on in the evening. I had to have a whole outfit change. It was a day. So instead of packing, what I ended up actually doing was running over to TLDW Kids, and they have lots of different locations, but the one that's closest to me is the one that's in Kilimani on Wood Avenue, I believe it's what it is. There's a big shopping center that's just like opposite of the petrol station and next to Yaya Center, and they have a lot of different kids clothing, and I thought I'd run over there just because I wanted something that was like dependable, that I didn't have to hunt for in the mitumba bales and whatnot, and I needed cold weather clothes for my kids. So the last time we were in the States was in January. My son was wearing a coat that was a bit too small, but not too small, you know what I mean? He has since outgrown that by like 2 sizes. So I wanted to get some sweaters for him. So I ended up getting some really nice fleece wear like this. A black one. And then a blue one. It's kind of plain. These can go with everything. I like the zip option, so that way he can like layer, take on, take off pretty easily. I think each of these is zip. This one, yeah, all of them are full zip. And then editor's choice, his own choice, just because he's into superheroes nowadays, is an Avengers one. And this one is a full zip as well. I think only one of those has a hood, but that's okay because we have a good hat to go with that. And the next thing that I'll be looking for is a scarf, because a scarf really does a lot in terms of preserving body heat, because it prevents any body heat from your neck and generally chest from escaping outside of the coat or whatever cold weather wear you are wearing. The next thing I've got are something kind of fun. They have a lot of Christmas pajamas, and it's fun to dress kids up in Christmas pajamas. So I've got these ones for my daughter, just this little Santa Claus one with snowflakes. It's a full zippy pajama, Carter's. It's a little bit big, but I think it'll be okay. And then the other one that I got is this one. It's really nice. This one is not a footy pajama, it's open feet, but it's a full zip. And I really like this company, Hannah Anderson. And it's just like, you know, really cute print. Classic red, white, green, and a little bit of black in there. The last thing that I got was a full coat like protective gear for my little girl, and this is going to be perfect for her. This is actually her size right now, and I've never heard of this brand F&F, but this is sturdy. This is nice and warm. It comes with a zip. It's like fleece on the inside here. The feet are not quite as warm, but that's okay because I know how to layer, and the key to keeping warm in these places is not a thick coat, but truly, truly it is just to layer. So that's why you see I got a whole bunch of thin pieces. It's because the more you layer, the warmer you are. So this one I love because it comes with mittens that are snapped onto the sleeve, so there's no losing mittens. Nice warm hat with like fleece on the inside and a little bit of the fur trim, and it's a cute, you know, pattern. I think this is gonna be perfect for when she's in her stroller or when she's in the carrier, like here on top of me. This is gonna be perfect for us in the cold weather. It may snow, it may not, I don't know. I'm just trying to get ready. Because you see, she was born here, so this is the first time that I'm having to like buy warm, or I guess cold weather gear. So that's what I've got so far. I'm still on the hunt for a nice coat for my son, just because it's hard to get kids dressed, and so I know I said that layering is key, but you have to have a lazy way out sometimes because kids don't like to wear those layers. So I want to have a nice coat for him, a scarf for him, and those 2 things I might go to Toy Market for because I didn't go this time. But yeah, I think I made a killing here at TLDW Kids, Great place, really helpful people, and yeah, so that was my haul. I think I did a really good job. I'm still in the hunt for a coat for my son and a scarf for him. I actually knitted a scarf that I may actually just finish it and we'll be done, and I'll be done for him, so that's great. But I'll be looking for those things, and I think I'll go to Toy Market for those ones. But for now, that's all I've got. Stay tuned because we will be packing. Hey y'all, welcome back. It's another day. I didn't get what I had planned on getting. I wasn't quite as successful. I did get a snowsuit for my young one, but I did not get a coat or a scarf, so I'll keep looking for that. But my husband did me a wonderful favor of bringing down the luggage from where we had stored it, and so I'm going to be packing today. So join me as I finish packing for myself and our 2 kids for now. Okay, so I've got laid out most of the things that I plan to carry for our little baby. And so I'll start at this side. I've got a wet pad, and I'm gonna carry at least 2 more of these because these are critical. You spread these on the bed, high chairs, changing rooms, wherever you need protection from fluids, especially body fluids. These are a whole bunch of pajamas that I'm gonna carry. I've got some socks, some headbands. These are feeding supplies. You can see I've got spoons, plates, and bibs. She's just at that stage. I've got a couple different outfits, which I'm not gonna unfold here. And then I've got one little dress and some stockings here. And I've got bibs. I'm going to carry a lot more of these because I've got a little juicy girl. And finally, I've got some blankets. The last thing that I have set out here is a bag full of packing cubes. I'm going to use these to actually stash all of her things and separate them as needed. And these are critical because it helps me to separate dirty from clean, also her clothes from her brother's clothes and whatnot. But yeah, this is what I've got packed so far. This is not everything. Again, I'm going to add way more bibs. I'm probably gonna throw some bottles in there, way more changing pads, and a few more pajamas just because we go through those pretty quickly. And lastly, I've got the warm clothes that I did purchase, that I did a little mini haul of. And those are gonna be added, and this is pretty much gonna be what I'm gonna carry for her. So what I packed for her is actually kind of light because I plan on going to receive a lot of clothing for her. Her family in the States has bought a lot of things for her. They have a lot of things to give to her. And so I'm planning on not carrying as much as our clothing as I think I need, because I know that she's got at least 2 full 23 kg suitcases worth of stuff, at least 2, meaning that there's probably more. And so I'm not gonna carry as much. I'm carrying just that because I know that whatever else she needs, she'll be given. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I've packed for my son for his portion of the trip. And again, as a reminder, we're gonna be there for about 2.5 months. Forget the stuffed animals. So I've got a couple pieces that are in the wash and a couple outfits that are missing, but this is the general gist. We are gonna be there while there is Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, and so I've got a couple of really nice outfit pans. We're also gonna do some family photographs, so that's all included here. This is like a handy dandy dinosaur suit, but it's so warm. It's perfect for those really cold nights, so he can sleep in that. There's some nice sweaters and shirts here to go along with these, and you can just kind of mix and match these. I've got some underwear, some socks. These are long sleeve shirts that we can use for layering or just standalone. And then this is one of the many outfits that he's gonna use as everyday wear. It's just sweatpants. They're matching shirt and pants. I've got some t-shirts that he can use for layering just for warmth. And finally, a whole bunch of pajamas. Again, there's some missing pieces, like there's the pants to this pajamas, and the pants to this outfit, the jacket to this. But that's the general gist of what I'm gonna pack for him for his clothes. So an update on where we stand with packing. Still have things in the laundry, but this is what we've got. I've got 2 pairs of shoes right here. I've got a packing cube that has just pants, a packing cube that has just tops like sweaters, t-shirts, a packing cube that's gonna have his like play clothes, like generally like sweatsuits, and then a packing cube that has pajamas, and one that has underwear and socks. That's it. So all of this is essentially what he's gonna take in his suitcase. It's gonna fit in half a suitcase. The other half will be his sister's stuff, and possibly a quarter, you know, like a quarter of it will really be hers, and then a quarter of it will be mine. So it's really nice, it's really convenient. And these packing cubes, they are life. I actually need to invest and get compression cubes, which are totally different, but for now, this is what I've got, and it works. This system has always worked for us.
I long for that feeling. Why did it have to go
Hi again, it's me. I am on like day 3, some days later, of packing, and this is my heavy pack day. Today is a Saturday and our flight is actually going to leave on a Monday. By the time you guys see this, we'll have already been landed and well settled in. But I wanted to show you what I've got packed for my son and for my daughter and how I pack those things. I think it's important the way that you pack these things because you're basically, I mean, if you travel like us, you might be living out of a suitcase for some time. So it's nice to have things arranged in such a way where you know which bag to reach for when you need like pajamas or bibs or whatever it is that you're looking for. But let me show you what I've got. Okay, so bear with me as I explain what I've got here. I haven't yet put these sweaters in here, but again, these are all tops. These are t-shirts, sweaters, long sleeve shirts, whatever he needs. And these can be kind of mixed and matched. These are kind of for layering. These are plain white t-shirts. You can see this is kind of like a nicer sweater. This is what he's going to wear for church and other special occasions. Again, we're going for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for New Year's, so I'm trying to have some flexibility in how I dress him. These are all pants with the addition of this really, really warm lounger. I'll show you what this looks like out here. So this is like a, I want to call this like I don't know, it could be onesie. Yeah, this is a onesie. It's like, it's funny saying a onesie because he's a whole child. So it's like a really warm fleece material, very warm. I enjoy putting him in this after I give him a bath, just to kind of stay warm throughout the night. We may be heading out for like an adventure in the evening, and you know, it's acceptable for kids to wear pajamas in the States, and so he would wear this just to make sure that he's safe and warm, but that his pajamas stay clean. So this will be packed together with some pants. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of pants, and you can see I packed different colors, and he can mix this up. Is there 5 or 6? I could swear there was 6. There will be 6 because I know that there's a pair of black pants missing. So there's 6 pairs of pants and a onesie in this packing cube. Okay, so I've got things arranged now. Again, these are tops. I've kind of tried to zip it up as much as I can, and I will. My secret to getting these all to fit is actually to roll it up, so I will repack this. I just have it unpacked because I needed to see what was in here. This is packed. This is all rolled up. You can see my pants are rolled up here. And on top of that, I have this nice little onesie that we just talked about. So these are pants in the onesie. These are all pajamas. This is all under and socks. I'm not gonna show you. And then these are day clothes. I've got a number of different coordinating outfits. I think I've got 6 or 7 in total, and they all fit in there. And this is his primary clothing item. Again, we'll go to church, we'll go to different special events. And so you can see that I have these pants, and they can be worn on different occasions. Like let's say when these are not clean, but the main event is really this. That's what he wears on a day-to-day basis. So this is all what I'm packing for him. This can fit in the carry-on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. And that's really easy, really neat. You can see that you can grab what you need. If I wanted underwear, I can grab that out of here. If I needed socks, pajamas, and so it's all ready. The next thing I have here is for my daughter, plus a toy. So I've got all of her clothes in here. For her, there's not really, I don't have as many of the smaller packing cubes available at the moment, and so I need to re-up on my stash just because you tend to use them and keep them in use for some time. But I've got all of her clothes in there. I've got pajamas. You can see I've got like nice dresses here. These are like sweats. These are pajamas. I've got some like little stockings here. It all fits in here. This is all her clothes for 2 months. And here I've got like accessories, like these are bibs, a lot of bibs because we go through them quite a lot. I've got socks, and I've got a few different other smaller things that I use for her. Over here, I've got kind of like feeding supplies. So she's in the weaning stage, and I've got those plastic bowls, some spoons, and a bib. I've got to add some more bibs to this because I've got these washable ones that are really neat, like this. And then here I've got other feeding supplies, but these are for me. This is like breast milk storage bags and a haka. So I'm going to use that because I usually mix her cereal with breast milk. So that's what I packed for her, and that's it. That's the extent of what I'm getting. I've got a carrier that I'm going to include with this, and that's what I'm going to use primarily when we're in the airport, and you've seen me wear that on my previous vlogs. But that's the extent. You can see like that's his stuff, that's her stuff, that's it. My number one tip for actually getting ready to go on any kind of long journey on an airplane or like train, however you're going, is to really set out the things that you're gonna need for your journey and for the day of and for the night of. So in my carry-on, I've got packed, rather in our carry-on because it's mine and my kids, I've got packed snacks, I've got packed pajamas for the night of, because you don't want to have to go through your suitcase to find like all these different things and unpack everything. If you have it in your bag, you can just take out everything that you need for one single night. I've got all the diapers that I would possibly need, and then I've actually set out the clothes that he plans on wearing on the day of. So this is it. I've got the pants and the jacket, and we'll just grab any kind of t-shirt that's laying around, and that's it. That's me getting ready for his trip to the airport. I did the same thing for my daughter. I've got her extra clothes in the diaper bag, and so you see, by setting out the things that you need for that day, then you can see what else is left in terms of packing for the duration of your trip. If you're going for a week, you're definitely gonna pack less than what I've got here, but if you're going for around the same time that I am, which is about 2.5 months, then this is a good amount of clothing to pack. Especially if you're going with like kids, you really have to consider what they normally wear and what you would need them to wear. Whereas for adults, we kind of typically wear, you know, regular clothes, and that's just standard. So I'm going to catch up with you later when I start packing my bags.